Hey, 5th and 6th grade leaders, I really missed you last week when I was at children's ministry conferences, but I can't wait to share all the information with you over the next couple of months of all the stuff that's changing and happening in KidMin. So super excited to be back this Sunday as we close out our month on the big idea of commitment. Commitment is making a plan and putting it into practice. We're going to close out our month looking at Mark chapter 12, verses 41 through 44, where we see Jesus is with his disciples and notices how wealthy people are giving lots of money, but then comes along a poor widow who only gives 2 coins. Yet Jesus says the woman actually gave more than anyone that was the wealthy givers because she gave everything she had. This is going to be a great opportunity for our 5th and 6th graders to dive in to what our bottom line is: practice living for God. We are going to kick off as the 5th and 6th graders arrive, they're going to kick off with a little activity with pennies. You're going to spin the penny, and they have certain categories, then they need to come up with certain things inside each category as the penny spins. Then they're going to come to large group and do music and a game with us, and then they're going to go back to small group with you. There is the first activity that they're going to do is a Bible story extension, which is going to allow them to dive in a little bit deeper into their Bible story. You're going to turn to Mark chapter 12, verses 41 through 44. You're going to have index cards for your kids, and you're going to using one sentence, kids need to answer a list of questions on their index cards. Then you're going to shuffle the cards up and face them down and ask the kids to draw them, and then you're going to go through some specific activities with them just to dive in a little bit deeper for our kiddos. Then for their next activity, you're going to do some discussion questions. If possible, you can divide up middle school from from 5th grade to 6th grade if you want to, or by boys and girls. And for their last activity, depending on your time, I have a verse to take with you, which dives in. It's kind of a cool thing. It's called a rebus verse, and it's got an activity page. And what they're given is a verse. It's kind of like a puzzle. You give them something like saying, do not steal, tell the truth. Can you find a verse that's the rebus of that? And so they list a key for you. Do not be jealous of others, Exodus 20, 15 through 17. If you have time to do that, I doubt you'll have time to do it. And so if you don't, just skip right to prayer time. You have a prayer notebook in your bucket. Look over and see what the kids have done. Or prayers they have asked for. Follow up and ask them if those prayers have been answered. Also this week, we want to encourage these kids throughout the week to practice living for God, and we want to send them some encouragement. So we're going to have postcards for you with already written out. All I need you to do is you can write a little note or just sign your name if you just want to do that. We're going to do that for every single kiddo, so you'll need to start them as soon as you get in class, writing down the kids' names on there so you can get them all finished, because sometimes there's a bunch of 5th and 6th graders. And then we're going to put them in the post. We're going to postmark those for you and then send them out to the kids this week, so they'll get a surprise encouragement from you during the week. All right, this weekend we have huddle up time. We really need to get together before service starts, 25 minutes before service starts. Kids start arriving 15 to 20 minutes early. I want you to be there. I want you to be prepared. So have a little surprise if you can huddle up time on time. 8:35 first service, 10 second service. So it means you got to get out of service and get over to me, okay? All right, see you in huddle up time on Sunday.